Hey everybody, this is JM, and sorry it's taken so long to do another update, but this is episode 3 of the 100-day challenge, and we're pretty much going to cover the last couple of days. We've had some bad weather over here, thunderstorms, flooding in the basement, tornado watches, you name it. So everything but pretty much a hurricane or an earthquake, because we're not in those regional areas. So, enough of the weather update, and let me talk to you about what's going on here. So, I am still working on character concepts for our main character for the Watchdog story with Not So Super Comics. And as you can see here, I've got a few different looks. Let me zoom in here. I'm going to show you this guy's mug rather than my ugly mug. And, one of these days I'll get a shave and I'll get back in front of the camera. But until then, let's talk about some of the stuff that we've done here. So I've had a quick meeting with my publisher, and we were going over some notes and stuff like that. And one of the issues that came up was, the lips. And it was a little bit sobering conversation in a good way. You can always humble yourself and get feedback. You got to learn how to take feedback and criticism when it comes to art. That way you can grow and just don't be afraid to hit the reset button if you have to, and just basically try and, go over things that you're lacking in your tool box. So we basically, some of these renditions of the characters' lips were a little, I don't want to say lazy, but the important thing was for me just to get it out on paper, just to put them out on paper. And some of the distortion, as Tom Richmond would say, of the lips were not going to fly, and so that's what I've had to go back and study on is not just basic structure and caricaturing and cartooning, but also the actual facial features. So it's important that I look at that as a gift to be able to take that feedback and go back and practice something that I might be lacking or something that I've forgotten. And you never are too old to go back and redo the basics and get your foundation back. And so that's what this has been. This has been a character study and a journey. While I'd like to be great one day as an artist, if I only end up as a journeyman, then I want to be able to say that at least I enjoyed the journey. I don't want to be a never was to where I never even tried and made the mistakes. Because as an artist, that fear is still there, but at the same time, as an artist, we take lots of risk too. I mean, not that many millionaire artists, these days. Or if they are, I don't know them. They won't talk to me. I don't have their number. So, at any rate, so this is our main character here. And I am just, again, trying to get different looks, trying to work it out, figure out what looks good. And come up with a signature look that I'm going to be able to draw consistently. I can't talk today. My sinuses are all messed up. Air pressure. And be able to be comfortable with not just with what I'm drawing, but also with the publisher. And he wants to be able to look at him on a frequent basis, and we want the viewer to be able to look at him and enjoy what they see, or maybe not so much as be able to identify certain things, just absorb it, accept it as they're reading through the narrative in the comic, because sometimes you're like a magician. What's not seen is the key to the trick. So that's partially the update. The other stuff I've been working on is actually digitally, which I can't show you right now. It's working on my digital toolbox and learning how to do layouts and panels in Photoshop, so that way I can try and facilitate a digital workflow and just make life easier on me in some areas. Digital doesn't come easy for me. It's quite a chore. Just saying with math and proportions and anything that's kind of technical based, I have to work at it. And I've embraced it as a challenge because I know not only that's where we're at in the industry, but as far as incorporating a digital traditional hybrid workflow will allow me to accomplish a lot of things that I want to accomplish. I've got like 1,001 ideas, and there's only so many years, in a lifetime, and I probably won't ever get to everything I want to do. But if I can find a few different practices and tools that allow me to speed up some of that and work digitally as well as traditionally, and just kind of hybrid. And then I don't know, I feel like it's a step in the right direction. So regarding references, I've got my Tom Richmond, I've got my various caricature books and cartooning, just especially and I do a lot of bookmarking. If you can see here, these post-its. I used to just use post-its for drawing, but now I'm actually using them for what they're supposed to be for, I guess. Well, actually, no, that's not true, because I'm not writing on them. I'm just bookmarking. And basically, that's where I'm at right now. I'm doing a few different things. Some of it won't be shown in this video. Like I said, it's on the computer. And referencing, reading, researching, and trying to get to the heart of this character and get his looks down. As you can see, it's a process. It's an ever-evolving process. And like I said, don't be afraid to take that feedback and criticism, especially from your publisher and your collaborators that you're working with, because you're only as good as your next struggle, in my opinion. So I will try and post another update later on this weekend, so that way I can make up for the lost time that no one's been seeing, and hopefully show you some other stuff that I'm working on, including some sketch cards. I've got lots of primates and monkeys to draw, courtesy of Randy. Thanks, Randy. Okay, take it easy. This is JM. I'm out.